everybody. Hey, we're back for another Wind Down Wednesday, a little springtime edition, trying to get into the spirit around here. We're finally, oh my gosh, there she is, yipping in the background.
There's a new gate over there.
She's definitely, I don't know why it is, she's definitely afraid of the dog.
Door's open.
Yeah, she's definitely afraid of gates for some reason. I got this much nicer one than just the baby gate that had broken before, and it kept like flopping over. I think that's why she's scared of it. But this one is much more sturdy. It's got an actual gate you can open and close on it, and it's open right now. She could clearly come right on through and come join us in here, but she's like too afraid. Now she's going to sit back there and whine in the background, so just ignore.
Don't worry about her.
So we're in full spring mode down here. I almost considered doing the video outside tonight. Unfortunately, everything is covered in pollen, so that doesn't make for a very nice experience.
Yeah, we're having a very dry, hot spring.
No.
And dry, hot springs mean a lot of pollen. I mean, there's pollen over the windows and everything.
We need another good rain. We were like once a week we were getting a good rain to come and kind of wash everything off. We need some rain coming through. Oh, she finally came through.
Yeah.
She's so desperate to come join us and see if you're going to give her any snacks.
Yes, that's what she's doing.
Yes. So
that's what she was a whiner.
We have some really great wines for you guys tonight. The first one we're going to start with the white. This is a 2023 Mesara Arsheen is what they call it, Pinot Gris, and this is from Willamette Valley, Oregon. This is a brand new wine, brand new on the site. Wow. It is available to everybody on the site, so we're gonna give this a try. We've never had this before, so we're giving our first taste here on the video. You like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't say that a lot about Pinot Gris, but I love it.
Well, a Pinot Gris is typically something you could pair pretty well with Italian. Which is also what they suggest. So I tried to put a couple of things on here that might help to enhance that. Really?
Yeah. Fruity.
Okay. And I also have some other things specifically on here that I think will go well with this. We have a lot of different tasting pairings to go with this wine.
I love snacking.
So this is $22 a bottle. I mean, very reasonable. Yes. So Mesara, we were introduced to. The only other wine that we've had from them is the sparkling Pinot Noir, and I'm not sure that that's available. They had a special like 2-bottle set that you could buy as like a gift set or whatever. They may be out of it, or if they have only a few bottles left, like in reserve, and it's very difficult to get. So.
Oh, this is very, very good.
The sparkling Pinot Noir is one of my favorites, and so I had high hopes for this one. So okay, so elaborate. Tell me what you think. What are you tasting?
I'm getting a Pinot Gris. Normally is a lot lighter. Tell me if I'm wrong, but
it is. It's a little fruity.
It's very fruity. It's delicious. It's like awesome. I'm like, wow.
Okay. So this is 100% Pinot Gris, not a blend of any kind.
It's refreshing.
It is described as fruity and crisp. Fruity and crisp with aromas of fresh-cut honeysuckle. Yeah, honeysuckle. That's what it is. Getting. Ripe honeydew melon and yellow apple. Bright, complex, juicy acidity. From our dear friends, the Momtazi family comes from an exciting and vibrant addition to our Scout and Cellar Selections wines, Pinot Gris. Sourced from their certified biodynamic vineyard, Arsheen, part of the name, references an Archaean princess who taught astronomy and was granted the role of winemaker in the palace due to her impeccable palate and knowledge. This is a special limited wine that's perfect for this season. This is a great springtime wine.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
It's really, really good.
So it also says it pairs really well with Italian cheeses, rich and creamy pasta dishes, and shellfish.
This would be great with chicken piccata.
So I have a little bit of honeydew over here. Don't normally buy that, but...
Wouldn't it be great with chicken piccata? We haven't had that in a long time.
I know, but I was thinking about like creamy pasta dishes. I mean, a good Alfredo, I guess.
How about my low-fat, I make a chicken primavera sauce. It's low-fat. So you get the low-fat, how I make it usually is I get Campbell's cream of chicken soup. And then I make that with like skim milk. And then I use veggies, peppers, mushrooms, onions. And then, butter, obviously. You can make it without butter, but I use butter. But, I mean, honestly, if you put that over some pasta, some that carb diem pasta or whatever, it'd be good. That pasta that we buy, it's called carb diem. It has literally negative carbs in it, net carbs.
And it really, it's not that bad.
It's not bad.
It's a, maybe a slight bit like gritty, but
yeah, it's a little bit, but it's still better than like having like high whole wheat fiber pasta.
Yes, it definitely tasted better than that. Or you could like with zoodles.
Do you remember when I made the whole wheat flour pasta? It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Couldn't even eat it. It was so gritty.
Yeah.
We just like. Ugh. But I'm making a vat of marinara this weekend because I have peppers.
Yeah, he's got some ingredients he's got to use up before they go bad. So I just had it with the honeydew and with, I had some pear. It said yellow apple on here, but I had pear ready, so I just chopped some of that up. Both of those are delicious with this. Just very smooth, easy to go with the...
this is great for the price.
With the yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh.
This is really great.
So they said, okay, take note. They said it was a very limited edition. It's a part of the Scout selection. It's not Scout Circle, nothing special like that. You have to be a special member of the club.
3 bottles of this tonight.
It really is very, very good. I got it in my wine subscription this month, my Scout Circle subscription, but you don't have to be a Scout Circle member to get it.
I think I'm going to do that. Because this would be good for Easter. When's Easter?
On my birthday, remember?
Oh, I gotta tell you something. Not now, though.
Oh boy.
No, but yeah, her birthday's coming up, April 20th.
It always dances around. Very rarely does it happen to fall.
Well, so it's on
exactly
Easter.
on my birthday. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which is also my parents' anniversary. This year's number 51 for them.
That's kind of a big day. I have to get dressed up for that one.
It's going to be very busy. I don't know if we'll try to do something. See, the Saturday night before, my son's going to be with his dad that weekend. And he'll come to me on Easter Sunday. So, like, if we do anything on Saturday, it would just be like the adults. But...
Well, we're not going to do anything on Sunday? On
of course, yeah, we're going to do something on Easter Sunday, but something separate for, like, birthdays and whatever. Or if we'll just do a combined thing on Easter Sunday. And I'm also seriously considering taking the next day, Monday, off, just so I can have a day...
You know,
for my birthday.
You should schedule a massage for yourself that day.
I should.
You should. And tell them it's your birthday. Maybe they'll give you a free...
That's a great idea. Whatever. No, they won't do that, but I would love to go see my Diana. She treats me right.
She's an excellent masseuse.
Yes.
She did me once. Mm-hmm. She did me.
I love when she uses the Himalayan salt stones, too. Because of that extra heat. She uses that to, like, work into the muscles.
And
she actually massages with them.
Some kind of special oil or whatever they use. Of course, that's an upsell. They charge you extra for all that stuff.
I have so many credits saved up. It's like, just, yeah, take a... Use my credits.
Yeah, give me everything. You know, but I like a 60-minute massage. I think a 90-minute would be too much.
Oh, no. No. 60 minutes just for my back. Just for my shoulders. And then the rest of the time, then you can do my arms and legs and all that other stuff.
I need my rotator cuff massage. Just work on those for 30 minutes.
You're always injuring yourself.
I am, because I lift heavy things all day. You know, I damaged myself. My thumb, though, is perfectly healed. Look.
Oh, just a tiny little scab on there now?
Yeah, from 3 or 4 weeks ago when you guys saw that huge bandage. It's gone.
His finger puppet.
But look, you can definitely see the meat that was sliced off.
Yeah, it's a little, like, indentation on there.
It's life's war wounds.
So this does kind of take on a little bit different taste when you have it with... I had some of this cheese that's got the Italian, like, herb crust on it. And then, I don't know, what is this? Aged Asiago shaved cheese.
Yeah, we got this.
It still goes really well with the wine, but from the fruits and stuff, it kind of just, it takes on a slightly different direction.
And it's getting a little sweeter as it warms up.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
Well,
which I don't mind.
I started with the fruit, which kept it nice and light and sweet. Yes. And then I tried some of the Italian cheeses with it. Now that's kind of like firmed it up a little bit. Not as light.
The rice rolls.
Yes. With the seafood inside
That's like rice paper.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's continue. So the soil to sip report for this wine, it's sourced from certified biodynamic vineyards, specifically planted for Pinot Gris, fermented in 97% stainless steel vats, and 3% natural concrete egg. So we've seen that before in a couple of wines. Normally you don't...
Concrete egg?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see one of those.
Produced with 100% spontaneous fermentation with native yeast. Racked and cold stabilized, filtered but not fined.
So, we went to a business mixer Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And there was Pinot Gris there. I can't remember what the brand.
It was supposed to be like a higher end.
It was high end, and they had bought a case of it.
A lot of bubbly.
A lot of bubbly. So we had some of the bubbly.
Just to try it.
Well, we had more than that, but both of us had headaches. In the middle of the night, both of us had headaches.
I didn't have as much as you did. We also had the Scotland Cellar wine.
When we got back, yes, but I had a headache. In the morning, I woke up. I had to take Tylenol because my head was pounding. Why? Because our bodies are accustomed to this, and we won't have a headache tomorrow morning.
No, not at all. I mean, we were like in a pinch, and we were like, "Well, we're here.
Well, you were there with everybody, and they were asking me to pour, and I'm a pourer. I'm a great pourer.
I knew that it was going to be a mistake, and it was.
I know it too. It's like you do something, and you're like, oh. We all make mistakes. You know, oops, sorry. Then a baby comes.
No.
Oops. Hey, honey. Run that test. Where's my Asian zing sauce?
No way. We don't have any here.
No zing?
No.
Oh, you don't have it? What's this? Why'd you make one of these?
This goes with the red.
Oh. Oh, the spiciness?
Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to have it with the... What did you think with the little seafood lettuce wrap things?
I love this wine. I absolutely love this wine. This is, as far as Pinot Gris, I think it's the best ever that I've had.
It really goes great with a lot of different things, and there's nothing that distracts or takes away from the wine.
Yep. Even warming up a little bit, it's
I mean, it really is it's a great wine. So I don't have all of the normal stats that I do for this wine. For some reason, they don't have it posted on the Scotland Cellar site, but it is 12.5% alcohol.
What?
The residual sugar.
Is that why?
Yes. It's 4.7 grams per liter residual. It's much higher.
Oh, no wonder we're like the kids in the candy store.
I know.
Oh.
But that's not to say that this is like sugary sweet and like it's like gonna throw off, half of the people out there. This definitely reads fruity, light fruity.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. 9.
I think, and it is a great springtime wine. Thinking about everything that you would be eating, sitting outside in the patio. I mean, hopefully our northern friends are starting to warm up there. Oh my gosh!
Let us know. This wine right here, I would say this would be great. It's got to be chilled. You have to chill this wine because it's going to come to room temperature fairly quickly. And I would say definitely chicken piccata, white pasta Alfredo. Different cheeses, Munster cheeses, Parmesan, Asiago.
Definitely, and like some lighter, flakier fish.
Seafood.
Or shrimp.
Shrimp
and scallops. This would really, really go well with shrimp and scallops. I could make
a butter shrimp scallop.
Oh, man.
Garlic to put over pasta.
See, I knew we had shrimp inside the little wraps, but that would have been No.
You do want to do it.
That would have been a really good, to whip up a little bit of, I have some frozen shrimp that's already peeled and deveined. Just to like whip it up real fast with some garlic and butter.
Divined.
Yeah, deveined.
I say divined. You ready?
Okay, I am ready to move on to the next wine. So this next one we have is the 2020 vintage of Oso Pardo red wine from La Mancha, Spain.
What a dumpster fire.
We've had this wine before.
We've done a video.
I don't have, it's been a while. If we did do a video, it's definitely been a while. Probably like a year ago that we did this wine before. So
2020.
I know it seems
5 years ago.
Woo!
That was a bad year, remember?
Yeah. So this is a red blend, and we'll talk about that in a second. And this is $26 a bottle. So again, still not bad. So this is going to kind of lean a different direction.
It's funny, they're still selling this vintage.
They are still. So Oso Pardo, there's only a few. There's a Tempranillo, there's the red, and I think there might be one more of the Oso Pardo wines that we have.
I just had a piece of the cheddar, and
oh yeah, that would be a good one.
I start with cheddar.
You know what you're gonna like with this?
Is the spicy?
Yeah, the spicy cheese.
This is a fruity. It's a fruit forward.
It does. You're right. It says like fruity and bold.
Yep.
Is how they describe this wine. So this is actually 60% Garnacha and 40% Tempranillo. So they do have another one that's more Tempranillo.
Dry.
This is a mix of Garnacha and Tempranillo.
Dry.
So we've talked about this in previous videos. Grenache is typically French. Garnacha is the same grape, but it's just from Spain. They just say it different ways. So Garnacha and Tempranillo.
Very dry, red, which I love. I swear I could be Spanish. I'm Italian. I look Spanish.
Well, you guys are neighbors.
I know. They call me Joel. all the Hispanics down here call me Joel.
Okay, so this is fruity and bold with notes of Bing cherry, plum, raspberry, and cherry candies. I had some dried cherries that I pulled up, but we had so much other stuff going on over here. I decided not to put any of them out for us to. I do. I
They're
like.
very good, aren't they?
I do like regular cherries. So imagine sitting in a cafe in Madrid.
Your teeth get all red.
Sipping on a smooth and tasty red wine as you view the stunning architecture. Odds are, enjoy this cherry-driven wine with or without food. So they're saying this is also just a great sipping wine.
Early evening, enjoying the view.
Yeah.
The breeze in Spain.
The rain in Spain.
We're going to have some kind of Spanish dinner, rice and beans and all that, whatever.
So that is why I pulled out
that's why you have rice and beans.
The Simply Steamers, quick and easy,
Lean
like
cuisine.
Mexican style food. So enjoy this cherry-driven food with or without wine, with or without food. Pairs well with taco night, charcuterie, and grilled veggies. I don't have grilled veggies, but I do have a little assortment of veggies here on the tray. So an important note about this wine is that this it was not filtered, so we are going to find a little bit of sediment at the bottom as we get closer to the bottom. There's nothing wrong with the wine. They suggest that you do like filter it into a decanter before you drink it, but
I think your mom did that once,
you can
did
drink
she?
it straight out of the bottle. It's not
Your
gonna
mom
kill you.
filtered it one time.
She may have.
She did.
They actually used to decanter a lot of their wines because it would help it to aerate.
She was showing me how to do this.
Yes. Well, they have special decanters too that because of the way that you pour it, it automatically kind of opens up the wine a little bit more and lets it breathe.
I love the way her mom she tries to educate me.
Yes.
They've
been wine drinkers for a while.
She educates me on things, and she's like, she go, and I'm going, what? what do you want me to look at? She goes. I go, oh, okay. And every time she buys me a gift, there's thought put into it.
Yes.
Like there's
something that you need.
Thought put into the gift. It's not just randomly, oh, I'll just give him a gift card. She actually buys something that I'm going to use.
She is very thoughtful.
Somebody bought me the blender with the glass. I remember it smashed all over the floor.
Yes, my parents got that for you.
I know I smashed the glass part of it all, so I just threw the other thing out.
Well, because that was back a couple of summers ago.
I sold it.
When you had the above ground pool.
Oh yeah.
And we were making like daiquiris and margaritas and stuff while we were floating in the pool.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you didn't have an actual blender.
God, that was fun. I would love to have a pool at my house. My backyard would be the perfect because the sun in the afternoon in the summer.
I warmed up the water.
That water would be perfect all summer long. You just fall into it, you know.
Did you have this yet with the spicy cheese?
Yes, I love it. It's dry.
It's like a jalapeno jack, I think, some kind of boar's head, whatever. It's got, it's
got
a little kick to it.
This has got taco seasoning.
Okay, and that's some chicken and beans and rice and that kind of stuff. But this is really, I'm not typically a big fan of the spicy cheese, but this wine really plays off of that very nicely. And actually kind of like tempers the spiciness.
Here's your song, The Doobies.
Ugh. My favorite Doobie Brothers
She does
song.
the Doobie Brothers.
This is my favorite one.
Yep. What I would say is this. So this is a 2020 vintage, okay? So I'm going to go wine snob here. I'm just going to do it because I am. If I get a wine cellar in my home, I would buy a case of this. Maybe 12, 24 bottles. Just because the taste of this vintage is really good. It's dry. And I'll remember this night. You know what I mean? It's like I'll remember this night. And the nights that we talk about these different wines, like this one here, this Pinot Gris, like I'll remember this night. That's why we do these videos, because I'll remember this night and say, yes, I remember that. I want to have it again. What's a good one with chicken piccata? That. This, I'm trying to decide whether I would have this with marinara or steak or
No, this really goes great with Mexican
food,
cuisine.
like tacos.
This is Spanish wine, but yeah, like taco night or whatever. This,
it is.
Even though it's a stupid Simply Steamers, this is delicious with this wine.
Yeah, I do like it. You know, black beans are very good for you.
They're very high in protein.
Yes.
That's got some chicken in it. It's got brown rice and whatever the sauce seasoning is, but it's like a red kind of spicy sauce to it. That is exactly the kind of flavor that you want to have with this wine.
That's spot on. Let me just tell you, when you're watching your weight and you are watching the portion sizes and everything that you're doing, you have to eat protein. And she was right today. She was talking to me. Today I had pasta and my marinara, okay? And I had very little chicken. So I was starving at 3 o'clock. I'm talking on the phone, starving after my workout.
Do you ever feel like when your blood sugar, you can tell your blood sugar is getting low and you feel shaky?
I was starving at 3 o'clock. So the problem with that is you grab carbs. You want bread, you want this. I didn't do that. I had lunch meat. I was eating lunch meat. I had some, what else did I have? I had turkey pepperoni. I had a little bit of beef jerky left over. So I ate that and it took it away. The meat took it away. Started taking it away. I did have some pretzels. I did eat a couple of pretzels because I had to take the edge out. Uh-huh. But the meat takes it away. You know what else takes it away? Hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boil your eggs, a little salt, and eat the hard-boiled egg in the late afternoon before dinner.
That's a good source of protein.
Very good source. The cholesterol's not going to kill you.
I know. They always warn you about don't eat too many eggs or red meat or bacon or all this other kind of stuff because your cholesterol is going to go through the roof. Now, your cholesterol goes through the roof when you eat that stuff because you're having it with other processed and high-carb foods.
If you eat deep-fried French fries.
You have to eat balanced, and then you'll be okay. Actually, cholesterol is actually good for your brain.
If we have Wagyu, which I have to produce the video. I have to do it because we have the video clip. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on our channel. Wagyu is unique. You wouldn't have this with Wagyu.
No, we actually had the Bernards, which is like $75. Half of the steak.
But you ate the whole thing.
Yes, I did. And I was paying for it the next day. I was like, ooh.
Really?
Yeah. But the Bernards Cabernet, which is one of our most expensive wines on the Scout and Cellar site, is one of the special occasion wines that we only have maybe once or twice a year. And so when you have Wagyu, that's the wine that you drink. It was so smooth and it goes perfectly with that level of beef. There really just is nothing else that compares. That was a really spectacular night.
You see me smiling because I'm going to tell you right now, it was worth it. I know we sound snobbish. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Well, and understand, as a consultant, I didn't pay $75 for that bottle. Otherwise, it would be very hard for me to pull the trigger on buying that.
No, but that one steak was $55. That one steak that was cut in half was $55. And I bought two. And Billy's Meat Market in Groveland, he has it. Imported from Japan. You know that, right? That's where it comes from.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Why does it come from Japan?
Because they have a special breed of cow there or something.
That nobody here in the United States?
I don't know why beef ranchers in the United States wouldn't do it. But Wagyu, okay, so you have Wagyu filet mignon, right? So you've all had filet mignon. Filet mignon is totally different than Wagyu, isn't it? It's totally different.
Yes.
And Wagyu is just a rich, delicious cut of steak.
A lot of marbling in it, but in no way is it like fatty and gristly.
Mm-mm. And even the chunks of, like, you could see the chunks of gristle in the raw meat. It cooks out. Like when it cooks out.
And into the meat.
Into the meat. It was just spectacular. I'm going to do that again. I swear, I want to get the old people to do it, but they have to pay. They have to give me money for that because I'll buy them the steaks.
So I have to tell you, we had a little bit left over. And I heated it up the other night to go along with whatever we were having. I just wanted a little bit more protein. Oh, we were having soup the other night.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have a little bit, your turkey soup.
You still have some of that?
We did. It was just one jar, and then we split it.
It was in the back of the fridge?
Yeah, but he and I split that. He made a grilled cheese sandwich to go with it.
Was it good?
And I warmed up it was delicious.
Okay.
And then, so I heated up that steak, so I was like, I'm just going to have a little extra protein to go with it. So as I was like getting everything else ready, I had the steak on a separate plate, and I swear to God, I turned for a minute to like do
that
something to get it. He ate it.
All of it?
He ate a couple of pieces. There was like half of it left. I was like, "Where's my steak?" And he was like, "Oh, I was just trying it." And I was like, "Mm-hmm."
Did you ask him if he ever had Wagyu before?
Well, so I told him what it was, and he was like, "Oh wow, this is pretty good." And I was like, and you know what? It was even better the first time because after you reheat it in the microwave, it cooks it even more. So I mean, it was still tender and everything, but obviously you really have to cook it like medium rare in order to get the max taste and benefit out of that quality of steak.
I'm a good chef. I know how to make it.
That boy though, I was like, well, at this point, just go ahead and finish it. And he ate it. He was like, "Oh, I see how it is. So you guys have the fancy steak dinner when I'm not here." And I said, "Yes, because it's very expensive."
Tell him to go to Billy's. It's expensive. Well, if he wants it, then he can buy a steak.
I said this weekend I'll just pull like the like New York strip steak out of the freezer.
Oh my God, New York strip steak. Okay, now with all intents and purposes, New York strip can be good. You can have good cuts.
Yes.
Porterhouse.
You have to be selective.
We used to do at camp. We used to do big fat porterhouse steaks. I don't know if you guys did it at camp. You did porterhouse. We do porterhouse.
We didn't cook steak at the beach house.
We grilled porterhouse and lobster tail, or we do filet mignon. Filet mignon, actually, we didn't do a lot. We did porterhouse, like the big, huge steaks. And Bobby would season them with his garlic, salt, and pepper and all the crap. He'd rub them. And he'd let them sit out on the thing with flies all over them. And then we'd throw them on because he's out there drinking and laughing. And then
you gotta get one of those little like
put plastic wrap over it.
No, like the little metal like tent that looks like a screen.
I know.
You put it down over the plate.
I know. And we would do that. But the thing is, though, it's like wine, beef. There are different levels of beef. Not chicken. Well, chicken, you got chicken. But beef, you definitely have the ground beef. You move up to the ground, and then you have the, not sirloin, but you have like just regular like butt roast. Then you have...
Well, the butt roast is okay whenever you let it cook slow, like in a crock pot or something.
Yeah, all day long.
And it really, then it softens it up, and then you kind of shred it or kind of slice, whatever. It makes it much easier. Hang on to that thought for a second. Okay, so a little bit more information. The soil to sit for this wine, hand-harvested from incredibly old, 60-plus years old vines, creating rich, concentrated grapes. The wine is fermented utilizing native yeast for approximately 14 days in stainless steel tanks. After fermentation, the wine is aged briefly to allow for settling before the final blend is bottled. Okay, again, I went back to our little like rice bowl that we have over here, and this just it goes so good with this particular wine.
Yes.
I mean, there's lots of other things. I tried some of the veggies, just
taco night,
not like
burritos,
cooked, grilled veggies or whatever. It's just regular raw veggies.
You're gonna grill some burrito
that's great with it
meat.
Too.
Make some burritos or quesadillas or even empanadas, whatever you're going to do, this would be great with it.
So Oso Pardo, you've heard us talk about this before. This particular name talks about the mountains of Spain and the particular brown bears that live in northern Spain. So that's where they get the name of Oso Pardo. These bears are a symbol of pride, hard work, and natural splendor, the same things that make this wine so delicious. So this is actually 13.2% alcohol. 1.04 grams per liter of residual sugar, and let's see if
typical
I have...
Spanish red. It's your typical Spanish red. Awesome.
Is that the last one that I had?
I'm not going to degrade anything. Typical Spanish red, awesome.
Mm-hmm. So that's all the info. I don't have anything about calories or carbs or anything for this wine, but I mean, both of these wines are they're really great for just a completely different vibe, whatever you're going with.
I was thinking about the party we went to Saturday night. Mm-hmm. All of those people have no idea. They're guzzling down all that cheap. It's not cheap wine. It wasn't cheap. I'm sorry.
It wasn't cheap. It's not clean crafted.
But it's not clean crafted. And I'm watching them just down one glass after another. And I'm thinking, if they were to try this,
I know Kristen missed an opportunity.
She did miss an opportunity.
If she would have talked to everybody and said, "Hey, I got you. We're gonna pay for all this wine."
All those girls that own those businesses down there, they're drinking all that.
I'll order a bunch of wines. We have bubblies. We have different wines.
We should go to a wine party there.
I know. Now maybe we'll talk to her about that.
Yeah. Just for the staff.
Yeah.
You and her get up there and do the thing.
Put on a little. Yes. There was actually one other person there. I don't know that she worked there. She may have just been a guest. of somebody, but she actually said that she had heard about Scout and Cellar. She wasn't a rep or anything, but had heard about Scout and Cellar wines, and we were like, dude, you got to get on board. You got to start buying.
There was a woman standing there, and she wouldn't open the bottle of bubbly. She was afraid of the cork would blow the window out. Me being a professional sommelier, pourer, whatever the hell you want to say, I was like, just give me that. And all of a sudden, all these women come around me, and I'm pouring bubbly.
They're like, oh, you know how to open bubbly wine?
I'm the pourer. At the wine part, I'm the pourer. And all I keep thinking to myself the whole time there is like, I'm being swarmed by these women. It's like, help me. I'm pouring them. And the one girl,
oh yeah, they're all chatting them up.
they're chatting me up. And she's over there. She's completely oblivious.
I was talking to somebody else about skincare.
And I'm looking at her going, I was trying to get her eye. I'm trying to like...
Well, okay, so...
Save me!
This place, it was a grand opening
great.
of this new facility, a bunch of people coming together. The person that we were invited by is my hairstylist.
Yeah, tell him.
So she's moving to into this location, but a bunch of different, it's a touch of aesthetics. So a bunch of people that do all different kinds of things, anything having to do with skin, basically. I mean, not liposuction, but different treatments that you can do and it's not cool sculpting, but something else.
Intense treatments.
Botox, fillers,
like different.
Permanent makeup, tattoo.
The guy with the blood thing, was he doing?
No, it was IV treatments that you can do for like vitamins and supplements. They have one to detox the metals out of your system that we just naturally come into contact, and your body cannot flush it out of your system. So there's detoxes that you can do. That just it does, and it makes your body, all of your organs run much more efficiently.
That's why when you drink clean crafted wine,
you don't have all the garbage in there, all the toxins that are also slugging you down.
That's why we're here preaching the gospel of this, because I'm not kidding when I tell you, these are the real deal. We only had a few glasses the other night. We have a headache.
Oh my God, we just can't do it.
We have a headache, and I'm telling you right now, straight up, we're not going to have a headache after this. And this is our fun time. We have a good time on Wednesday nights, but it's like you don't have a headache in the middle of the night. You don't have dry mouth. It's because there's no crap in there. There's no garbage, no shit in there.
Right.
And that's
natural ingredients. I can't remember if I had the list of what the ingredients were, but again, it's typically like grapes, yeast, malolactic.
Go Gators, because she's happy.
Yes. And then hopefully we can keep moving on. Maybe we'll get to the Final Four.
I hope you get to the Final Four.
I really hope so, too.
Would you get a Final Four hat if they do?
Maybe. Hat or T-shirt.
Remember I got a Final Four hat when Cuse made... Cuse was like a 14 seed, and remember they made it in 2016? Yep. They got to the Final Four.
Yeah.
And they were playing Virginia to get into the Final Four, and I turned it off at halftime. They were down by 20. She calls me 3 minutes ago.
I was still following the score.
She texted me. She was like, "Are you watching the game?" I was like, "No." Remember that? I was like, "No, I'm doing something else outside." And she was like, "You better turn the TV on." And we're like down by 3. We won the game. We beat Virginia. We went to the Final Four. But anyways, so listen, everybody have a great week and a great weekend. Don't work too hard. Remember to go to scoutandcellar.com. I'm going to put the link to her page in it down below, once again, in the comment section.
And these specific wines.
These specific wines, go ahead and try them. I'll tell you what, I'm making a deal.
You will not be disappointed.
The first one to comment about either one of these wines, I'll buy you a bottle of wine.
Oh, wow.
You get a free bottle of wine on me. All you got to do is DM us on Rumble or YouTube.
Okay.
Or Facebook. Go ahead and message us, and I will buy you a bottle of wine. I'll give you a credit somehow. We'll work it out with her.
Message something appropriate.
Yes, appropriate.
Related to these wines.
Yes, you don't message me, You can...
Yeah, we're not going there.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
So we hope you guys have a great... And next week when we come back, we will be officially in April already. Holy cow.
April Fools.
All right.
I always get her on April Fools.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, have a great weekend.
All right, bye everybody.
We'll see you.
Gotta edit that out. Does it need a new battery?